Hey folks, sorry about that. This is totally a semi-disorganized arena game. I don't have my second monitor, so I'm just on the fly here. Just give me 1 second. Okay, let's break down the setup. So we've got a table, which is really great. We've got Zebok, which is really cool. It is my turn to pick a faction. I'm just going to quickly do one and then finish making coffee and then run upstairs and actually set up properly. So I've got a minute left. I think in second seat. I'm okay with engineers. So I'm going to do this and then I'll be right back. Just going to pause, mute my mic, and then go back to the game board. Okay, I'm back. Sorry, folks. All right, I am here. I've been fairly disorganized in the past with streams, but that was like, that's a record. What am I doing here? I don't really know. I'm gonna bid on engineers and then finally break down this setup and see what's going on here. I'm gonna mute these things. That's really annoying. Cool. Part of the reason for my disorganization is because there's such a long wait for arena games that I tend not to actually set stuff. Like, I just join the queue, and if I get an arena game, then I'll like launch a stream. But usually I have stuff set up. But I was downstairs finishing prepping supper and also making coffee and got a game quicker than I thought. So what did we all pick here? I threw in engineers, I guess. We've got darklings into engineers, nomads, and mermaids. So I know a lot about that color matchup on base map. I don't entirely know what that means actually on fjords. Yellow and blue aren't quite the friends, of course, they are on base map. Or sorry, yellow and blue aren't the same kind of friends on fjords as they are on base map. I was noticing as I was throwing a faction in Madly that like this is one of those setups that like second seat isn't going to get a great pass tile. There's a spade, and then there's temp ship, which some factions love and some factions are not super keen on. Like, I don't think darklings really want temp ship. Nomads might be able to do something interesting with it. I've seen some people do stuff over here with temp ship, but it's not. I think mermaids love temp ship, but they're probably just going to grab the spade. I don't know who really wants temp ship, and then that just means like nomads and engineers are taking coins, and like maybe engineers takes a power tile for double dig. Like, this is an odd setup in that the pass tile, we're missing a bunch of good pass tiles. We're missing worker power, priest, and the 2-worker big building tile, which are all like super strong opening pass tiles. So like the openings, it was the first thing I noticed with this setup is like track seems fine, certainly good for like engineers and stuff, like lots of interesting stuff we can do here. Spades on the cult track is nice, but the round one pass tiles are just kind of super awkward for people. So where our starting placement's going to go. I'm just going to bid a point on engineers and then try to figure this stuff out. There's been a lot of discussion about like how does engineers handle blue on this map. Oh, triple TP nomads. Hey Smoo. Yeah, you tried that the other day when we were playing. I guess that's definitely a possibility. It could go spade TP and then engineers just take like 6 coins or a 3 power tile. But there has been a bit of a discussion like online about how gray and blue handle each other on this map, specifically like engineers and mermaids. And so I think if you're engineers here, you're starting on E8, and then you're probably also just starting on D1. You're accepting that mermaids are starting on E4, and then they're going to be able to take this. The other option is starting on G4 and then just single spading this first action. Maybe even doing that on temp ship, and then you had to actually build these two. Like you'd single spade F3 and then build on D1, and then you'd have 2 more workers. So you'd be able to get like a single temple for Earth 2, and then 3 dwellings on the board. It's a little awkward, but it's a thought. I guess if you started on temp ship, what am I saying? You'd have double dig, so you would just do like a full D rush. I don't really know. I'm gonna bid on engineers. I'm super running out of time here. Darklings probably just start G5 here and then also G8. I guess then mermaids are E4, and I don't really know whether they pick G6 here or whether they pick F7. I guess F7 is a little bit dangerous for them if engineers are on E8 and can easily dig F8 from them. So the mermaids just start E4, G6 here. Darklings are here, nomads, engineers. So Darklings are getting a decent amount of leech, or a lot of leech, and they're probably getting trapped unless they can make their way, I don't know, through the southern stuff later. I mean, I'm always happy to play engineers more. I just feel like I'm not convinced of what their opening is here, and this is enough points that I don't just want to like bid too many more random points off of engineers without really thinking this through. Yeah, this is the kind of like with this trading post event here, this is 100% the kind of track that for engineers, what I would love to do is if you had worker power, is if you could get double dig and then build a trading post followed by a temple for Earth 2, get out a couple dwellings and build another TP. But that's just awkward to do when you're missing that. Like you can't do that if when you're missing that worker. So you could do, what can you do with 4 workers? You could build a trading post and a temple for Earth 2. And then build, like do a single spade and then like dig a dwelling and turn it to a TP, and then try to like temple here for Earth 1 and expand a bit. You could do that. Time, yeah, thanks, Smoo. I burned off all of my time making coffee and I'm already a slow player. I feel like this is a trap. Yeah. I need some coffee in my head. I'm not seeing it, guys. This just looks like a big mess. There's nothing popping here that I'm like, oh, I want to do this and I want to take this hex, and I'm looking into my crystal ball of Terra Mystica trying to see how this is going to unfold, and I'm not seeing a ton. If I get stuck on engineers, am I just starting on D1? I think that's what you're supposed to do here. And then you dig up through this stuff and you connect pretty easy through the north. As opposed to doing what I normally do as engineers, which is start like G4, E8, and then just like get cut off in here and just try to like ship your way around in round 6 and awkwardly use a landscape and barely make it work. Every time I play engineers, my network is so frigging stressful. I would just like to play once on this map where I just played engineers and then like I wasn't constantly anxious about whether or not I was going to connect. Maybe that's just part of engineers on fjords. I don't know. I always feel like I see people do really clever things with the landscape, and then I don't really do very clever things with the landscape. Also, I have no idea how to evaluate these factions. Is there anything wrong with nomads here? Answer, probably no. Also, is there any chance nomads gets the spade here? Zevok gets nomads at 30 with a spade. I'm going to be angry. All right. So I'm going to place a dwelling on E8 and see what Sexy Lewis does. Maybe there's a world where just what I want to do is E8. I think so. Yeah. Maybe there's a world where mermaids don't start E4. Yeah, it did work nicely last time, get us, but it was like, it's pretty rough. So I have a question. Why did Zevok get nomads at 30? Why did we let that happen? I guess all these factions are just kind of okay. To be honest, I don't really see a great game plan here for Darklings, other than to be Darklings for 20. Like, that's basically, like, this is like a pretty awkward track for them, to be honest. The big building pass tile's not in the game. That's kind of annoying. The cult rewards are really bad for them. Like, there's no workers or coins here. Ship BP is in, which is just kind of awkward for Darklings because abusing that's kind of inefficient. There's a spade but no priest. Like, this is kind of just a super awkward Dark. It's like, I don't really even know what you do here as Darklings. F7 does seem really risky here from mermaids. I mean, not that I'm like gonna bend over backwards to dig F8, but like, mermaids don't know that. Seeing quite a few mermaids players actually double dig F6 and do stuff through here. So maybe it's kind of okay to go here, get a bunch of leech. If you get cut off here, just go over here. I don't know. I mean, I guess the thing is for mermaids is so far they have no proof that anyone's going to start over here to give them any leech. I mean, I think they can guess nomads are going to start here and it's going to be fine, and darklings are probably going to start here. But it's always kind of awkward playing both of your dwellings not next to any neighbors and just assuming people will come join you. Cool. I super don't want to start on D1. I don't know why. It just looks like an awkward hex. I mean, I could just take a 3 power tile and just start G4 and dig F3 and D5. How bad is taking a power tile, double digging, and just building 2 dwellings and 2 trading posts into 2 temples next round? I think that's actually pretty bad. I think I just start D1 here. I think I just start D1 here. I don't know. I'm also just one of these players. I hate taking 3 power just for double dig. I hate burning to 6 immediately as engineers because you get so much power in your power management's yucky. And then if you're starting past tile with literally just 3 power and it could have been 6 coins, like, yeah, you get the second spade, but it just feels like such a ripoff. So, I don't know. If that's really the play here, is just to like, I could take temp ship and then just like dig F3. Okay, I can't. Wow, Zebok just gets a spade. Oh, what is this world coming to? Am I just taking 6 coins? Or am I actually just taking double dig in round 1? All right. Let's do it. Mermaids are going to dig B4 on me, which is all kinds of annoying. I was tempted to take ship BP and just double dig D4 and then prevent mermaids from getting up here, but I don't know, I can't really stop them. Okay, I think I just try to get it on the leech party. You like the cult step if you take a priest for water spade. Yeah. Yeah, I could take the priest action if I get spade blocked. Could also water 2 for cult spade. So this is presumably double dig for mermaids. And I guess B4? I don't really know. Maybe they actually leave B4 alone and they're just using temp ship to like get F3 and over here. I don't really know. You like priest over water 2 because there's 2 coins in it after round 2. Yeah, for sure. Yep. So I can take a spade. The question is, can I also take a priest? I can just open double temple, and that's actually totally fine here. In which case, I just want a priest action. Yeah, let's go with the priest. Zevok can have the other single spade if it's important to him. It's super not. Water 2 is water 2, George. That's fine. Yeah, you're going to get all kinds of really good commentary from Deranged and I tonight when we co-cast the Premier League. If I double temple, possibly. The problem is I don't have a great place to... I don't really have a great place to double dig because, like, unless I get on temp ship, I'm getting like a cult spade over here. So if I got double dig next round, it would look a lot like a cult spade here, and I would actually just double dig d4. And yeah, that's definitely a possibility. So am I just going double temple here? Maybe. Could just go double temple. Double temple priest to water, cult step up water. I'm too tired to count what pass tile that means that I get. I'm exactly in front of the spade, so that's annoying. Seem Darklings just want the workers here, but yeah. It's the workers. So I'm going to send my priest to water. D4. Yes, yeah. Sorry, you probably made that comment a while ago, Smoo. But yes, that's where I would double dig is D4. So what's Zevok up here doing up here? Is he just templing? Taking the single spade? Not super clear. Took my spade, Zevok. Come on, man. So if there's no spade, that means I'm just double templing. Okay, so is it just Earth 2 and Earth 1? Seems fine, right? It's normal stuff. I don't get any points in this event, but it just means I'll have a priest that I can send to a cult next round for more coins. Priest to Earth would be nice. I doubt that I get that. Somehow I doubt that I get a priest to Earth. But that's always nice for engineers if you have Earth 1 and Earth 2. getting the first priest spot gives you a pretty good position on the Earth Cult. So Zevok presumably is just building a temple for something. There's nothing really interesting he can do to get an extra cult reward with a temple. So I don't know what he's doing here. Why is the Darkwing's Priest on air? It's the next cult spot that has a bonus, would be my guess. Zevok's taking Earth 2, because of course nomads have really big worker issues. He'll make it work and it'll be wonderful, but I don't see this. Yeah, I thought so, George. I floated this priest for a long time. I was kind of greedy because what did I do? I upgraded first, I guess. I guess I just took one action before sending the priest off. Yeah. Oh no, I upgraded, then I bought a priest. I guess I did send it the next move after I bought it. So, but still, they were ahead of me and had like 3 turns to send their priest off. But maybe they always wanted to, but they were like rushing for Earth 1, so it was TP Temple for Earth 1, and then when it was their turn again, they were concerned about getting worker blocked, so they took workers, and then I sent my priest off. So maybe they were chasing after the water spot. Yeah, he took Earth 2. As I was saying, nomads have really big problems with worker production in Terra Mystica, so yeah. So what am I doing with my power? I think Zevok's just passing and he's going to get double dig. He's just passing for coins for 6 coins, which is really annoying. And then he's opening with double dig, I would expect. And then he probably builds another temple or something. Which means mermaids are passing on to Zevok's spade. And then I get like temp ship, dwellings, or this guy. And I have a cult spade. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, there are a lot of coins in the game. And we're missing worker power and 2 workers, and there's no workers on the. So if you just sort of ignore sort of standard, nomads, what everyone intuitively knows about nomads, and just look at the game, like there's no workers in this game, and there's lots of coins, so we just, took the econ favor with workers on it. Yeah. I guess I should just use my cult step first. Water. Delay giving mermaids power. Yeah, I'm having a really, really long round, and mermaids are just going to take the spade on me. I think Panzak is kind of a new player. Yeah. Just good enough to be able to kick my ass when I'm not paying attention, To D4, maybe. I don't know. I mean, he just wanted to send his priest to a cult. It comes with coins, and it's not great, but it's arguably the next best spot for him, other than just taking priest to Earth because there's more power. Maybe he's going to build a sanctuary or a second temple and take Air 2. I don't love any of that, but so I'm just taking Earth 2. And then I am going to take a coins action. All right. So Darklings aren't going to take spades because they're Darklings. Nomads are taking 2 spades, and Mermaids have a spade in hand and probably just want coins. So I'd probably get a spade next round. So you're right. I could d4 to green and then c6. Could. I could just cult spade d5 and then I can on-temp ship. I could... Well, I only have 1 worker, guys, so I gotta think about this. So yeah, I'm not gonna have enough power. I'm not gonna have enough power to take a single spade on-temp ship and take a worker's action and try to get like these dwellings out. So this isn't really helping. It might just be the worker. It might just be the worker and cult spading and single spading and getting out 2 dwellings. It might honestly be this. Yeah, it's a good point, Smoo. The fact that Urku gets him double dig in round 2 might have been enough to make it better than Fire 1. Yep. He probably, yeah, calced all this exact stuff. Yeah, worker and a coin is just better. It's not that much worse than worker power, to be perfectly honest. It always feels worse, but it's just this. So am I actually going d4? Yeah, I guess I am. It's just always a little... nerve-wracking if I don't actually get a spade, but I'm going to do it. Sorry, I never said good luck to these folks. Air 2? So what was the ship VP for? Oh, hey, A Prime 1. How's it going? Glad you could make it. How did your game go? Oh, no, it was Fire 1. So, I mean, I certainly support... Oh, wait for it. Wait for it. Okay, so it is Fire 1. So I certainly support Fire 1 for Darklings. It's very good. Does make the Priest to Air a little bit more questionable. And also, why did he pass for the ship VP? I don't really get that. Because this was just available. Would have been like 3 coins. Man, this is just such a slow start for Darklings. You messed up the early game and it ended up being really close, but you lost to 3 Town Witches. Yeah, that's... Yeah, easy enough to lose a game to 3 Town Witches. It's a lot of points. So I assume this is double dig from Zevok. And I assume it's e6. It's 2 of e6, e5, and h3. It's probably e5 and e6. This isn't under any threat right now. So it's probably... He's just building dwellings here. Never mind. He just took coins. Oh, so we just get double dig. Okay. Well, this is nice. Yep, super is. So I'm just going to dig here and here, and I'm just going to be a really happy guy. And then we probably don't get the first priest to Earth, but we'll see. once again, my connection is still tenuous. I started on D1 and I cut through this. Yet, mermaids are here. Zevok is gonna take this. Like, for me to connect, I need like B4, right? Or, that's the like nicer way, B4 and B5. If mermaids take this, then I need to like ship to this and take it from Zevok, and then 3 ship up here or dig this. Oh, I guess I can dig D2. That's what I do. That's another way to connect. So I need to like get here and then ship down and dig something. Either D2 or E5. Okay. Sorry, I had to talk that through. Sometimes these streams are about me explaining things that I know about Terra Mystica, and other times I just talk through things out loud because I actually don't know what I'm doing. Spicy. So I'm just going to build a dwelling here, and then I'm still going to send a priest to Earth because it comes with a downstream spade, it comes with 2 power, and its coins are good. So I just do this. I could, of course, convert my priest to a worker. However, with engineers, the 3rd dwelling doesn't give you any income. So the priest this round is a priest. So this feels more okay than it did at the beginning. At the beginning, I felt not great about life. And I didn't feel great about Zevok just getting 30-point nomads with a spade as a starting pass tile. But Darklings are having a slow start. Mermaids are doing okay stuff, I guess. They have water 1. They did an awkward hard double dig here, which seems weird. Was this? Okay, so that was a 3 power to worker conversion to get to G6. So this is an expensive sequence. They spent 3 power for a worker here and 3 workers plus this bonus spade to get this done. So it was like 3 power, 5 workers, 4 coins, and their bonus spade to secure these hexes. So they've really gone all in on this. And it's mainly hurting Darklings. So yeah. So this is just a priest to Earth. I'm not in any rush to pass. I'm okay with this tile. I'm okay with this tile. So this seems fine. We've got good coins. So what is Zevok doing here? Is he building another temple for water 1 and then trying to hit this round kind of early? Oh, he's just taking a temple for Earth 1 maybe this round because the mermaids took water 1. I actually missed that. So I think I'm just passing here and I'm just getting a spade. I am trying to play a little bit faster. So, like, yeah, a spade is just better than 5 coins in a cult step. Cool. Just hold on 1 second, folks. Just gonna fix some of my browser stuff. So Zevok took copy of water 1, makes sense. So there is water 1 pressure. Darklings are the factions who water 1 block me. I think their like income or their economy is in enough of like a weird state that I don't have to worry about it too much. But if I can get it next round, that would be good. So what am I doing this round? I can send a priest to a cult, but it's not really getting me anything. I have a ton of coins, and I have a spade. So can I ship advance and just take this hex before Mermaids goes nuts on it? I think I'm just upgrading shipping. I'm getting a dwelling and a trading post out. I'm getting 2 dwellings and a trading post out and a ship advance is super what I'm doing this round. Yep. So we're going to upgrade ship, and we're going to see if Mermaids gives us this hex. If not, I might even steal this from Zevok. That'd be fun. Maybe I'll get one of these hexes. Right? Right. Spicy. You don't see that every day. Do not try this at home, kids. That was a action 6 and priest triple dig on a gray. And I don't think that actually bothers anyone, really. Zevok might have been thinking about connecting his temple to those dwellings, but this is also the problem with this. Like, this is just, it feels really, like, not that great for Darklings. I feel bad for them. Okay, which of these hexes do I take? I probably just take B4 like I'm supposed to. And then maybe this is even a landscape, and I do funky town stuff over here and not have any neighbors to do it. Seems like a good plan. I think I just take this hex while I'm allowed. Unless, am I supposed to just take E5 here? I don't think so. I think E5 is annoying to Zevok, but I think this is just better for me. I just think this is a town up here. I'm just seeing your comment now, chickens, and now Mermaids hard dig G3. Yeah, I mean, this is the other thing. Like, Mermaids were sitting on 8 workers at the time. Like, in round 3, when you're sitting on 8 workers, like, you can just sort of expect someone will just, like, can hard dig a hex from you. It's not really the end of the world to hard dig mid-game when you're sitting on 8 workers. So, yeah. Just be aware of that if you're sort of newer at Terra Mystica and you're, like, making really expensive decisions for a single hex, and the only compensation you're getting for doing that is that it opens up a free one. It's like, in this board state, it would be obvious to anyone who's like played quite a bit that Mermaids would just dig that hex if it was important, if they wanted to. And this is important to Mermaids because this is like a super clean town. So I said I'm just building a trading post, and I guess I give the power to Zevok actually. This can be a town quicker. Maybe this could just be a sanctuary town though. So maybe I do want a temple up here. Let's go with that logic. What I would really love, very, very much, is more leech. I could take a worker's action. I could build a temple this round. Or I would just build more dwellings and trading posts. Yeah, I could do a lot with more workers here. I have 2 free hexes as engineers, and it's a TP round. Saving E5 for a landscape keeps our 4 town dreams alive. Yikes. How does E5, you bridge to this, and then where's the town? It's like this stuff? Or like, oh, it's like this stuff with bridges, and then this is an SA town, and then this is a town? I'm not seeing 4 towns here. Chickens. That's not to say that they're not here. I'm sure you're accurate in what you're seeing, but... as people who follow my channel well know, I'm not the most like visionary town builder. I'm like a conservative town builder. Zivok took workers. Yeah, totally. D1. All right, let's read this out, chat. Chickens is saying just D1, okay. E5, landscape and bridge. D2, SA town. Oh, Zivok's building 4 TPs. Thank you. That's good. Good point. So he's going to be in the round for 1,000,000 years, and I'm getting 2 leech at some point. Mermaids are basically done. So they're going to pass pretty soon. Darklings are passing right away, and they're going to pass presumably for 7 coins. And then mermaids pass for probably cult coins. Okay, I'm going to end up on the dwelling tile or the shipping tile. So it's going to be a trickle of points and a couple of coins, a bit of power. All right. So I think what I want to do is build another trading post and another dwelling this turn. It's just better economy than another priest. What I can do, 2 dwellings gets my worker income a little bit better, but like I can do 1 TP and 1 dwelling, and that's pretty clean. And I'll do a worker conversion, like a 3 power. I'll do one of these guys. So I think that's the play here. So let's do that. Let's run that. Ideally, I get a little bit more leech. That would be nice. So I don't have to burn down to 6, but I don't imagine Zivok will prioritize building a TP here. So again, if you're newer to Terra, engineers are a funny faction. Without going into great detail, their buildings are cheaper. At least their small buildings are cheaper. Their trading posts are really, really good. And their dwellings are a bit cheaper, but there's these gaps in the income. And so to sort of min-max engineers, you don't want to pass with this many dwellings on your board. Like 3 dwellings is an awkward amount of dwellings. And so, as you're learning Terra Mystica for the first time, like the first thing you realize is anytime you build a trading post, it reduces your worker income. So you pay 2 workers 3 coins. You now have a trading post on the board that's giving you coin income. Yay. But it's not quite that simple. It also reduces your worker income. So you're actually like getting new resources at the cost of other ones. With engineers, it doesn't always work like that. Right now in my current state, if I build a trading post, it does not reduce my worker income. So for me to use these resources, so I have some power that can become a worker and some coins to snowball my economy further, I can either build a dwelling and I'll get a new worker income, or I can just build a trading post and it hits the track better, and then I don't lose any worker income. So that's totally fine. So I could do that. Darklings passed, though, for ship VP. What in the heck are Darklings doing? Are they passing for another double dig? I would normally actually consider passing here for double dig. I just think that like Darklings might actually take it, and that's super weird. So I'm just gonna do this, stick to the plan, and yeah, we're just gonna stick to the plan and do this. Yeah. I'm actually going to decline the leech as well when nomads build their trading post here this round, which is a little annoying. I can only leech 9 more, and I'm already getting 8 for income. So mermaids burnt down below 4. Crazy. It's pretty nuts, eh? All kinds of weird stuff happening in this game. Assume mermaids are just passing. They're just passing for a boatload of coins. Oh, for the love of God, is deranged? Are you in chat? Can you smash those spam messages out if you have a sec? So I can just take 4 coins in a cult step, or I can take the dwelling scoring with 2 coins. The dwelling scoring is awkward because I think I only have 3 dwellings on the board at the end of next round. And this coin means I can invest a priest to get a second cult spade. And I have places to put cult spades. So that answers that question. Yeah. Yeah, so with this cult step, I can bump up to 6. This is the decline coming up. I can bump up to 6. And then that means that now I'm now in a position to invest a priest to earth to get a cult spade at the end of the round. And with 1 shipping, I have lots of places I still want to dig. I can dig this hex, I can dig this hex, I want to dig this hex. This I can dig, I'll be here, I could even dig this hex. So I have easy spots to sort of safely use cult spades. Interestingly enough, if I cult spade on b5, of course I can't landscape there, so I can't drag a7 into this town. So if I use my cult spade on b5, what I'm saying is that I'm dedicating this trading post to a future sanctuary, which I would probably build in round 6. So that's a decision I'll have to make at some point this round about like where those cult spades are coming in, because that's going to have downstream effects in terms of like, am I building a sanctuary this game? When do I want my towns to come in? So like if this is a cult spade, then basically what I'm saying is I am building a sanctuary this game. I'm building it in round 6, and this town is not going to be until round 6. What's your power for this round? Probably workers, I think. I think I really like a worker town here anyhow. Yeah, so maybe it's just workers. All right, that's annoying. It might just be a coins action, to be honest. I mean, I have lots of coins and not very many workers, but I'm probably just taking a worker town. I'm going to end this round with 2 trading posts. My round, by the way, is going to be like temple for water, 1 trading post dwelling. That's all my resources, and then I have a town. So then it's like a worker town, and then I could just build 1 dwelling, which isn't really even going to give me any income, is it? Temple, TP. I'd have a dwelling here, and a dwelling here. So I'd have 1 worker left over with 3 worker income. So I'd have 4 workers going into a dwelling round this round. I don't know. I really would have liked a worker action, I think. So I don't really know if I'm just supposed to take coins here, because coins are coins. My economy doesn't really need them right now. There's just so many coins in this game. Yeah, I am getting a double spade out. Oh, you mean I could take a double spade this round? I could take a double dig this round. I don't know that I need it. I have 2 free grays I haven't yet built on. I have 2 cult spades coming in. And if I cult spade d6, it opens up 2 more grays. So with this cult spade in play, going into the dwelling round, I already have 1, 2, 3, 4. I already, without any spades, I like here, I already have 5 grays, basically. Like 5 hexes to build on. So I think my limiting resource is workers, not spades. Cult spade c3. No, yeah, exactly. A cult spade c3. c3 and b5. c3 and b5 is nice because this is my connection hex. c3 and d6 is just like a ton of stuff. I do have to watch this water 1 rush. Don't know if I love yeah, I honestly just don't know how much I love a coins action here. Yeah, that's definitely an option, chickens. Is just templing for water 1 because I want it. And then just making a town with more spades. Because that really helps boost my worker income. I'm going to build on d5 and then keep that possibility open. Yeah, we can. We certainly can deranged. The thing I've been complaining about is that like my economy is a little coin heavy and it's not flush with workers. So if we can build our towns using dwellings as opposed to trading posts, it's just a little better. Zivak took the double spade. If Zivak took the double spade, then I think I just am taking a coins action, guys. Darklings did escape. Good old 5 spades for 2 hexes. Also, mermaids just have hilariously a lot of points right now. I just noticed that. Where did they get 80 points? I guess they founded 2 towns. All right. I am just taking a coins action. I'll figure out something to do with them. I do like the idea of making towns out of dwellings, chickens, but I just can't. I'm just having a hard time spending 7 coins on a single spade is what I was about to say. I do have to be careful about my power cycling here. Right now, if I down convert a power to a coin, I can accept 11. And I have 8, like, this is okay, but the moment I send a priest to Earth, if I send 3, or sorry, if I take 3, 4, 5, and a priest to Earth, it's 5, 4, 5, so then it would be 4, 2, so then it's 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I can accept this, yes. Sorry, that was gibberish. I muttered through me moving power tokens in my head to make sure that by the time I send a priest to Earth, I will have enough power in bowl 3 that I can down convert to coins, so I can accept my full 8 power back, and it will all work out fine. Okay. Cool. So I think I'm sending a priest to Earth now. Problem is Zevok founding another town this turn? He's building a dwelling and a TP. He might. I don't want him to take that last worker town. Is the problem. So I think I'm templing for water 1 now, and I'm going to town up. He's going to do 2 dwellings. Oh, he has a spade. Yeah, fair enough. I'm sending this off. Then I'm going to build a TP here and take the last worker town before Zevok can. I assume Zevok might actually want a worker town here. He's very coin rich and very... Yeah, he's playing the track really nicely. We can single spade. We super can. And basically, yeah, we'd be doing, like, we'd be playing the track less well. I don't know. Like, if we single spade, then we town up, we have 1 shipping. We could build 2 dwellings, then we don't have a 3rd worker. Single spade dwelling, worker town, and another dwelling, basically. And that'll just give us the economy to build more TPs and stuff for more dwellings next round. Yeah. Yeah, I'm just sort of seeing that now. The only slight thing about this is that, and it's probably fine, is that I don't have the greatest neighbors. Like, I don't have very good neighbors for TPs, but I think it's going to be okay. Yeah, so I just built a dwelling this round. This is a much better like economy. Having that extra worker is going to help. Not entirely sure what Zevok's thinking here. I guess he's... I mean, he can just spade H2, worker, priest convert to a worker and just get his town. He can also send a priest to error and lock up that final spot, and then convert power to a worker. So I suppose he's trying to count how long he wants this round to be, and to try to figure out how he fiddles with his resources. Oh, 2 key town, you think? Yeah, it looks pretty okay. Yep. Yeah, good call on that. So cult spades are just going on b5 and c3. I'm going to build this stuff out next turn, and I'm okay with this building a dwelling here. I can make this a sanctuary town. I just want to lock up my connection here. So yeah. So I'm going to have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 open hexes next turn. I can build 4 dwellings. I'll have then 2 workers left. So I can build a trading post here and then another dwelling. So I'll probably end the round with 2 TPs, a landscape, and my big stuff on the board, basically. Priest to water and earth are both good for me. Obviously, a priest to earth is very good, just to lock that up. Zevok might actually send his priest to earth this round, so that's another priority. Passing for the TP bonus is very nice, and I will if I can, I think. Yeah, so I think I do just pass for the TP bonus. I could stay in the round and build another dwelling. It comes with an extra worker production. So having 2 dwellings on the board and then 5 or all 8 are kind of the sweet spots. So my next dwelling gives me economy for engineers. So it's tempting to just stay in the round and build a dwelling now. Effectively, I'm paying 2 points for a worker. If you want to think of it like that, which is totally a fair trade. This pass tile, though, just comes with a worker, and it's at least 4 points next round. So I think that's what I'm going to do. Five power pre-ship upgrade for nomads for cult spades. Yeah, it looks like that for sure. Gotta be. And his cult spades, I guess, are F2 and C4. F2 opens up E3. So Zivok probably wants double dig next round if he can get it. Maybe a bridge. Okay, so it was the 5 power priest for the ship advance. Which is timed nicely because Zivok can also just get on the ship tile if he wants. Although the 6 coin tile is just sitting there. Why is bridge bad? Oh, because I'm taking B5, a bridge to C4. Yeah, it doesn't help. So I'm just taking this. And then I'm just going to take this. Yeah. Oh, so I'll have a neighbor here on C4. Probably with Zivok. And one on E3, probably from Zivok. Nice. Okay. So we are cooking. Okay, so what is the order of... The priority here, obviously, is building 4 dwellings. After that, we have 3 workers left. So then I want to build a dwelling, which is worth 2 points, and then a trading post is also worth 2 points for me this round. So if I get enough power and I take a worker's action, could I build dwelling, 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 and then TP dwelling, TP dwelling? I'd need 8 workers for that. I totally can. Yeah. Yeah. So I think I actually want a worker's action. So I think I just go to B5 to avoid giving nomads free leech. This is okay. I mean, I'm going to give them free power anyhow. It probably doesn't really matter. But yeah, I just want to get these dwellings out. Darklings have a lot of shipping and some priests, so I actually want to accept that. I actually want to get on A7. Zivok took coins. Okay. So Zivok doesn't have a stronghold. I think he's have to leave my hexes alone. Mermaids are probably happy with a neighbor down here, I think. I don't think F9 is under much threat. A7's probably not under any threat, but I don't really know what the deal is with this engineers player. They're also apt to build a dwelling here, and I'd rather get on A7 so I get the power, not them. So I think it's like A7, C3, E2, or something like that. I'm not going to take workers yet. I'm going to secure more hexes, and then wait to try to get a free power, and then I'll spend 4. I think everyone here is more interested in coins than anything else. Darklings are the only faction that could threaten the workers' action, but based on this economy, I don't think they're super interested in a workers' action. So it's C3 next, followed by E2. And I think I am just going to down convert a power to a coin for now, and just so I can accept some more power, get these dwellings out, and then I'll take a worker's action once this stuff's been secured. So let's do that. Are we winning? I don't know. We'll see. If we can squeak out a 3rd town, and then like, you know, lock up Earth somehow by like taking a cult town and using it, like efficiently take this cult or something. Like, we'll see how some of this stuff breaks. There's a chance I get 2 cults this game. There's a chance I lose both. There's a chance I get 2 towns. There's a chance I get 3. So like these are some of the things that like I can't just read this board state and know how our network game is relative to nomads and how these cults are going to break down. So there's like network and cults that are both kind of in the balance, and 2 or 3 towns. All right. That was... Maybe I should have known that was going to happen. Oh, mermaids upgraded their digging. Okay. When you're playing Terra Mystica, pay attention. You should. That's one thing you should definitely know. Know whether factions are digging or not. That's just me being a chatty Cathy and not paying attention to what my opponents are doing. How much shipping do mermaids have? Not enough to reach this. Darklings can reach this. Do they want it? I don't really know. I'm going to take this Hex. And get my free power from nomads. Yeah, so I will secure this. Yeah, you've been gushing over Zevok's game, Deranged. I know, his game was so clean and stuff. I think the thing is Zevok has... Well, here's the thing. Mermaids just dug F9. Will mermaids also dig F1? Or are mermaids going to take my hexes and allow nomads to found a town here for some reason? That's a question I have. Mermaids have played very nicely. Yes. Mermaids want I9. Okay. I see. So now I need to build a trading post to get another free dwelling. Did I say I was just going to eventually take workers? I guess I don't have to. Yet. People are also just playing pretty fast, which I really appreciate, but there's a lot going on here. Zevok's at 2 ship. Super don't know what that means. What is 2 ship? Is it this? I think he's just upgrading probably to 3 ship and taking more natural yellows and scoring off his pass tile. Mermaids are out of the round, so... Yep. And they don't get a points pass tile. C1 seems good. Yeah, I'm supposed to actually attempt to turn this into a town and not just stare at it all game and do nothing with it. That's what I normally do. I stare at towns and I'm like, that looks like a lot of thinking and a lot of work. And what I'm supposed to do is figure out how I can make this into a town. It's not that complicated. I need some spades. I need a bridge. It's all doable. So I should put some thought into that. I should probably dig this hacks and do some bridge stuff and get a stronghold out in this big building round and make this an SA, fire 2 if I need to, get out both big buildings, get bridge points, get 2 towns. Like that's probably what I'm supposed to be doing here. I just want to build TPs and dwellings. But I have the power for single spade, and I basically have the power for double dig too, is the thing. And I could also do something funky, like actually just dig my landscape here. I want to send my priests to like water, or even a priest to air is 2 points. That seems pretty good. Priest to water also seems fine. What are other conflicting things I want to do? I just want to get trading posts out this round so that I can score off my pass tile. I think I'm taking workers. I think I just get a spade next turn. Yeah, 2 TPs, 1 dwelling. So that's what I want to do, and I needed the workers for that, unless my priests were workers. And that's another thing that I do a lot as engineers, which is totally fine generally, but like I'm trying to also to like lock up some of these call points. So I could have used my power for single spades and then converted my priests to workers and hit my pass tile nicely and hit the track nicely and secured my town and kind of failed on the cult. What I'm doing here is I'm saving my priests so that they can be priests on the cult. I'm taking the workers action so I can get out both trading posts and another dwelling this round. And then I'm just assuming that I get a single spade here next round. Mermaids don't have enough shipping to mess with it, and Zevok isn't either. Like, so I'm just floating this hex, basically. TP and then single dig dwelling. I was just going to dwelling on C9. I mean, I can just landscape C2 for a structure. My landscape is totally fine here if I want this to be part of a town. I don't actually need my landscape to do anything funky this game. It's just a random structure, and I do want it down for network implications, and there's no prereq on it. So I need to just spade it down. I'm not likely to have neighbors up here anyhow, so it's not like C2 needs to be a dwelling because like because I have adjacency or something there. Like it's just a random structure. So like I'll either expensive TP stronghold and bridge here, or I probably just build a stronghold here, overtown this thing, and just double bridge, because if I'm strongholding anyhow, then I just like don't mind bridges in the last round. So I think it's just like landscape, stronghold, bridge, SA, fire 2, or expensive TP or something. I don't know. But yeah, this round is just going to be TP, dwelling, priests to stuff. And then the only other consideration is like getting a pass tile. And I would just love to, okay, so this is a little awkward. Because Zevok passed, the ship BP is just open. And I would really just love to get the ship BP pass tile. But instead, I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to stay in the round. Building 2 trading posts and a dwelling is 6 points to do that. And it's 6 points, 4 coins, and 4 power. So I think it's just worth it to stay in the round. And I'll just pass for a spade, which makes network stuff even easier in my towns. Yeah. So that action that Darklings undid was converting a priest to a worker. That seems very expensive. Yeah, I'm just building my stuff out. I should correct my evaluation slightly. I'm not actually going to get the benefit of this power. Yeah. So I'm just doing this. And then I can send a priest to water. Unfortunately, I won't get the power from it. I can down convert a power. Then that would allow me to accept 11 power and have 12 income. So this power income is lost. So I think what I do is I just send a priest to air. That's just 2 points. And then I pass for the spade, and then 6 workers and 3 priests if I need them is enough to build a sanctuary and a stronghold and some bridges with a worker town. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. It's actually kind of tight. So Do I need fire 2 here? I'd super love air 1. 3, this is a landscape. 4, 5, I get a bridge action. Probably. So it's 5 workers for a town. And then I take a worker. There's no worker towns and there's no priest towns. Okay. I might need to save this priest as a worker. Oh my gosh, that feels brutal. Yeah, power down. I'm gonna save this priest. I'm not sure if I need it or not, and I don't actually just want to count that much, so I'm gonna do this. All right, time for the turn calculator. What are we doing here? 2 big buildings? So the question is, do we need fire 2, basically? And the question is, do we need fire 2? And can I send priests to cults? And if so, how many? And then the third question is, what are my towns? Given that there aren't even any priest towns. That's how worker tight this game was. We did Nomad's Earth 1. We had workers' actions were actually contested. And all the towns, like both priest towns, which are fancy worker towns, and the 2 worker towns are all gone. So there's actually been a lot of pressure on workers this game. And then how many bridges do I need? 3. 1. I can just buy a bridge, and then I need 4 extra workers, and the rest of my power is a worker. So that means I need 2 more bridges, and I have 11 workers. So 2 bridges to add to this total. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So one of my priests is a priest. The other 3 priests are all workers. 3 of this power is a worker, and then the other 3 power is a 2 worker bridge. So I can take any town I want, so long as this power is a worker and a bridge, and 3 of these priests are workers. And I also don't build anything else. So it's a lot of ifs, but so then the question is, can I also squeak in an expensive trading post here, so that my sanctuary can be an Air 1 sanctuary for 4 points? It's another question. I think what I do is I start things off by buying a bridge to here. No, that's not what I do. I'm actually concerned. Is there any reason why Zevok might actually just 3 worker dig C2 once to mess with me? Or is he just trying to carve out his own towns? I'm gonna do this first. So I'm going to be left with 3 structures on my board, which means Zevok. Does Zevok build a temple, a TP, and 3 more buildings? Seems like a lot. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and a spade he would need. Guess, maybe. So I might not win network. I might tie for second. I don't think there's a way that I can also afford a power spade and another dwelling. Fire 2 saves me a worker up here. Air 1 is just points. Water 2 is the other thing that I'm looking at that like actually is a priest's worth of stuff. Like I was going to send a priest to water anyhow, and I'm complaining about like priests that I need my priest as workers. Then water 2 is effectively like a worker because it's getting me 2 steps on water and it's getting me a step on earth, and then I could possibly lock out earth. It's kind of slow, but like there's actually an argument for water 2 and a cult town and a water 2 step, and then you know, I might be able to lock out 2 cults with an investment of like a priest. Bridge to C2 is always better than C3, right? Yes, the plan is to have bridges on both spots though, chickens. The plan is to have a stronghold and 2 bridges. Yeah, the cheap way to do towns is stronghold, bridge, sanctuary, fire 2, and we're done. But what I want to do is air 1 or fire 2 up here, double bridge kind of thing. So now I'm just going to take this because that's basically 2 workers. Might be a line where I don't go stronghold and I just go network. The problem, yeah, so I build a sanctuary and then I build a temple and a trading post, which is basically a worker cheaper. So it's a worker cheaper. I get another favor tile, another 3 water 1 points, and then it unlocks another dwelling. Like if I'm building a sanctuary anyhow, then temple, TP, dwelling is 1 coin and a free hex more expensive than a stronghold. If I get leech for a single spade, yeah, it's very true. I kind of like the water 2 line, I'll be honest. I don't know if Zevok, would he do something to, I mean, he has to build a temple anyhow. So would he temple for Earth 3? When you guys are talking about going for network, are you talking about getting 2 more dwellings out? I guess the thing is like I can single spade and just build this dwelling. And this whole like stronghold line doesn't account for actually getting a dwelling on a board anywhere. With double spade, yeah. Yeah, that's what I was just trying to look at here because it's fairly secure. I think what I'm supposed to do is just get a sanctuary here. And is it just a cult town? Or is it the 11 pointer? Well, I think I just start with the sanctuary. Gosh, I don't know if this is goofy or not. Like, I could just take Earth 3 and lock up water. Or lock up Earth right now. I think that's what I should actually just do. I don't think... I think Zevok just temples for Earth 3 if I don't. I think I just do this. Yeah, well, it's looking like I will get these spades after all, guys, so... let's see how, if I can do a trading post, a temple, 2 dwellings. I can still take air 1 or water 2. So I can take this and dig down a dwelling here and then leave this open. A safe second spade spot? Not really. I have E1, so it's a little tricky. I might decline this and just get power when I take a favorite tile. Just a second. It's a temple. It's an expensive trading post. Yeah. Yeah, it's a little tricky. A little tricky. Because Zevok could just hit E1. Shit. So I'll need fire 2 to make this happen. So it's actually a temple for fire 2. The problem is I can never double dig anywhere that's going to be safe. So I can get down to 2 structures, and that's enough to tie for network. I think Zevok will just mess with one of my structures. So what I actually need to do to make these towns work is to single spade over here. And I think I just do that. There's only 1 copy of Fire 2 left. I think that's actually the priority. And then I just take the 11 pointer. Gosh, this is... It's gotta just be this. This is fine. Question is, how important is network? Because if I don't chase mermaids up water, I actually have enough resources to just hard dig. Seems silly. But I could single spade and then later hard dig A9. Or I could send a priest to water, get the power for double dig, and then just like see what other people do. I'm actually declining this because I'm going to send a priest to water. All right. Yes, that's true. I'm looking at Zevok's board, and I don't know that he's super a fan of, yeah, of just smashing workers around. So I'm just going to take the double spade. Normally I would like to like have my other TP out so that I can just like, you know, build a dwelling and then build the other dwelling the next round. Psychologically it feels better. It actually doesn't freaking matter. Like Zevok will either take it or he won't. Mermaids have no juice and neither do Darklings. So I'm actually just going to take double dig next, decline build on A9, take this, and town up for probably just the cult town. So I'm just going TP2 dwelling, which is 3 workers, 4 coins, so I have lots of resources. Okay, so it's just this. And we're just going to see what happens. So I think this just has to be the cult town. Do I want to pay 2 victory points to ensure that I can beat his network? Really don't. Guessing giving Darklings a resource point here, it's a little annoying. So presumably he's taking A9 here. Oh no, he might actually be just taking F1 and wants another town. Yeah, that's interesting. I don't think I want this. I think I'm just doing this. What? So we just tie for network. This power isn't going to do anything for me, I don't think. Can't imagine. So I can just send 2 priests to fire. That is worth 2 points. Or I can send a priest to, or I can send a priest to water and upgrade shipping. That's worth 3 points. So I guess that sort of answers my question there. It's a priest to water. Just so I can upgrade shipping. I don't know. Zevok has Occult Town. 8, 9, 10. 8. He has Occult Town. Building a dwelling, he's getting Occult Town. And then he passes for 4 Air 1 points, 8 dwelling points. And then he has 15 network. He has a cult. He has a second. He has... I'd say no, we're not winning. I think Zevok is 173. I think I'm 158. I'm actually in kind of a rush because I'm streaming Premier League tonight, so I'm just going to refresh and look at the final results. I think Zevok crushed us. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, it was a very good game from Zevok. Yeah. Anyhow, I gotta go, folks. Thank you so much for hanging out. It was a good one. I wish I had more time to break this down, but I do have to run and go do some other stuff. And then if you're interested in more Terra Mystica content, check out Tuesday League. It's tonight. Here right on this channel, we're going to be streaming Premier League, going to be with Deranged, and that all happens in an hour from now at 5:30. So we'll see you guys then. Bye for now.